Welcome to National Report. I'm Sean Kreisman.
And I'm Emma Reckenberg. Thanks so much for joining us. Today is a very special day as two holy days are overlapping. Today marks the first day of Passover for the Jewish faith, as well as Good Friday for Christians across the world.
But the peace of Holy Week broken again around Kyiv in Ukraine this morning with reports of this, that Russian forces have hit a military facility with long-range cruise missiles. Again, that reported from Ukrainian officials as you hear the sirens there. Meanwhile, a chilling warning from Russia directed at the United States and NATO for continued shipment of weapons to Ukraine and, quote, unpredictable consequences. Again, that from Putin. We'll have more on this developing story throughout the show. But first, this. Democratic Senator Kyrsten Sinema joining a chorus of other bipartisan lawmakers looking to pass bipartisan legislation delaying the rollback of Title 42. Congressional correspondent Kimberly Ducart joining us live with the latest on this story. Good morning.
Good morning, Sean and Emma. Democratic Senator Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona says the extension of the federal transportation mask mandate is proof that the Biden administration needs to delay its effort to lift Title 42. Sinema, along with Republican Senator James Lankford and bipartisan lawmakers, have introduced legislation that would require the administration to submit a comprehensive plan to lawmakers before ending Title 42, and not until at least 60 days after it ends the COVID-19 national emergency declaration. Sinema tweeted, the administration's extension of public health emergency authorities proves the need to delay lifting Title 42. We're pushing for transparency and accountability to secure the border and ensure the health and safety of Arizona communities and migrants. Sinema is one of the very few Democrats to point out the conflict in extending the mask mandate while lifting Title 42. But Republicans, on the other hand, have been very vocal about it. Republican Senator John Thune tweeting this. This is absurd and incredibly out of touch. The Biden administration is extending the mask mandate for Americans on planes, but it's planning to end Title 42 pandemic restrictions at the border. You can't have it both ways. Well, Republican Congressman Thomas Massie is actually taking this a step further. He is one of 17 lawmakers that has filed a lawsuit with the CDC citing its illegal mandates on commercial airlines. In a statement, he said, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention does not have the legal authority to force people traveling on commercial airlines to wear masks. Congress never passed a law requiring masks on commercial flights. This lawsuit targets the faceless bureaucrats who are behind the CDC's unscientific regulation so that this illegal mask mandate can be brought to a permanent end. All of this happening, Sean and Emma, while Texas Governor Greg Abbott continues to bus migrants from the Texas border to the U.S. Capitol here, sending a message to the Biden administration and warning earlier this week that the numbers crossing the border could triple when Title 42 ends next month.
All right, Kimberly Ducart live on the North Lawn there, joining us live. Kimberly, thank you. Joining us now is Pinal County, Arizona Sheriff Mark Lamb. Sheriff Lamb, thank you so much for coming on. You know, we're talking about these border apprehensions, border crossings, then Title 42 set to end. 21 states suing the Biden administration over that decision to rescind Title 42. It's going to expire in May. Arizona is one of those states, Sheriff. We know that NBC News reported that I believe 1.7 million illegal migrants coming over were sent back because of Title 42, I believe, since 2020. Clearly a resource that works. Your thoughts on this, being in Arizona, seeing so many lawmakers pushing back on the Biden administration and rescinding Title 42?
Well, it's about time they start pushing back on this administration for what we're seeing on the southern border. If Title 42 is the catalyst, then let's go with it. Title 42, removing it is going to be catastrophic for this country. It'll only increase the amount of people coming into this country, the amount of drugs. We went from 163,000 apprehensions in February to 217,000 apprehensions in the month of March. So we're already seeing huge increases. That will only continue to increase because the cartel will market this throughout the world, that our borders are now completely open. But here's the one thing, John and Emma, I wish that they would talk about the real problem. And the real problem is human trafficking and drug trafficking into America. I don't know when we're going to start talking about that, but we should.
Yeah, because it's not just a humanitarian issue at the border as well. When you see how much drug activity has been confiscated by CBP, and that's all on record as well, including fentanyl, that seems to be a larger issue as well. I want to hit on the politics of it for a second here, because there are, I believe, 11 Democrats opposing the Biden administration's decision to lift Title 42, what you and I are talking about here. That's including Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar. I want to play this for you. Here he is defending his stance on that. Okay, we don't have that shot, I believe.
Issue. It's a mixed message that the White House is sending. How can we still have a public health issue order extended for 90 days and then say there's no health issue and get rid of Title 42? All it does, it becomes a marketing process for the cartels to get more people into the United States. So the cartels are going to be enriched by Title 42 going away on May 23rd.
So again, that's a Democratic congressman understanding, because this was a public health policy that was put in place. But we're still masking up on airplanes. So there seems to be some misguidedness, if you will, in terms of public health emergencies. It doesn't appear that it applies to the border. Your thoughts on that?
Well, for this administration, it's all about controlling the American public, continuing to restrict our rights and our abilities to move about and do what we do as Americans, while all the while opening our borders and allowing who knows who from who knows what countries to come in here. This government has not put America first since they took over, and this is just yet another example. And he's exactly right, like I already mentioned. This becomes a marketing tool for the cartels, and make sure, you better believe that they will take advantage of it, which is why we will see huge increases, people coming to this, because they're going to profit off of our poor or lack of policies at the border.
All right, Sheriff Mark Lamb joining us live there from Arizona. Sheriff, always good to see you. Thank you so much, and you enjoy your weekend.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.